Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna be restoring Catty Noir from Monster High G3. I think this is a gorgeous doll. However, I have been putting off doing the restorations or customization, whatever you wanna call it, for her, just because there's two things that I'm gonna do that I haven't done before, really. First is I'm gonna be fixing her hairstyle, kind of. Like, I'm gonna make it the same. However, when I first got the doll, I kind of realized this part around the ear was messed up. I mean, I don't know if it even looks like it anymore, but like, just how it's frizzy and like, it was getting caught on the earring and like going over each side of the ear in weird ways. Now I'm looking at it and it doesn't even look that bad, but like, compared to how it's supposed to be, I felt like in my unboxing experience, like some of this was getting loose, and like I wanted to really make sure it's as tight as possible, as not frizzy as possible, and just neaten it up a bit. Oh, and now I'm seeing the plastic T-tie things are still in the back of her head. So I just want to neaten up the hair. I want to wash and condition it. I mean, it already feels really nice. I'll look up what kind of hair she has, but I don't think it's poly based on how nice it feels, but we'll see. And the part that I haven't done before that I'm worried about is like doing hair with these micro braids. Like, I don't know how people restore that. I don't want to mess them up, so I think I'm gonna separate out all of the micro braids and put them in their own section while I condition and wash and brush out the rest of the hair. And then the second thing that I haven't done before is I'm going to add acrylic paint pen colors to the shoes, because I've seen other people do that, and I want to make the chains on here silver just to add some more detail to it. So that's intimidating to me, because I'm like, well, what if I mess up? Then is it on there permanently, or will it look worse once I add that than it does now? Like, I don't want to overdo it. And now that I'm looking at her, I'm also thinking, depending on how that goes, I might also want to paint over the silver that's already on her accessories, because it's kind of a matte silver, and if my pens make it more of a sparkly silver, I might want to make it match. So we'll see how it comes out. But yeah, I'm gonna get my before shot, and then we will get into washing her hair. Okay, I was just taking off her outfit to prepare her for washing the hair, and I was trying to figure out, how does this come off? And it just ripped. It just broke. Like, after that happened, then I saw the Velcro piece, and I'm like, oh, it's supposed to fall apart with this. I did not pull that hard. I just started to like pull it off as if I was gonna pull it to come off of her arm and loop around, but nope, it just broke. So already this is going downhill and getting worse rather than being an improvement. But I mean, I have seen a lot of criticism for this piece, just how it looks, how it feels, and I do understand it, but at the same time, I still think it's a cute piece, so we'll see if I'm able to still make it look okay when it goes back on her. But anyway, I did look it up, and yes, she has saran hair, so I see why people like saran so much, because it feels way better than poly. But yeah, I know I already made my unboxing and review video, but as I'm interacting more with this doll, it's making me notice more details. I really like this piece. I like the fabric and how it's kind of layered, but I mean, I know people probably would prefer for it to be two pieces, but I like how, even though it is one piece, it looks like two separate pieces from the front, and it's like nice layering. I like the broken glass pattern on here. The only thing I don't like is these elastic straps, because I feel like these are gonna break at any moment as well. I wish they were just fabric. So anyway, and I love the shoes. Oh my God. But now I'm gonna take out her elastic, which I am worried about, because it's kind of like there's no going back once I take that out. Like, I really have to make sure I am gonna, I mean, it's just a ponytail, but like, I'm still nervous it's not gonna look as good as it did before, but I'm trying to make it look better. So this is a little intimidating for me, but hopefully I'm able to do it okay. There we go. Okay. She definitely has an indent from that hairband. But, oh, let's see how she looks with her hair down. Maybe I'll decide I like that better anyway. I mean, maybe after a boil wash it would look better, but I don't know if I'm actually gonna boil wash it because I'm just gonna probably, I think I still want it to be in the ponytail because I like kind of the Ariana Grande style, like pop star look that she has with the ponytail. But now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna separate all the braids, and I think I'm just gonna secure them with the elastic she came with and have them be on the side while I wash and condition her hair. Now it already looks like this one's kind of messed up, but I think it's just because that's the part that was held down by the elastic. I don't know, that's sad to me to see that it's already coming undone. But let's see how this goes. Ooh, this piece is really messed up. Also, I said they were micro braids. Please correct me if that's wrong. I am obviously not an expert at all on black hairstyles, so if I ever call something the wrong thing or just don't know what it's called, obviously it's no one's responsibility to educate me, but if you want, please correct me or let me know how I can talk about these things in a more respectful way. But anyway, I think I separated them all out. So now I'm gonna tie these to the side. Okay, obviously this is not perfect in any way, shape, or form, but I generally got the hair out of the way. I'm probably gonna have to move it around with my hands as I'm washing the hair, but yeah, let's get into washing the hair. I'm gonna use warm water and I'm gonna kind of comb it out as I go. Okay, I don't want to be brushing too hard because I feel like I keep hitting knots, which the hair doesn't even look that bad. It looks perfectly fine, but I keep hitting points that are giving resistance. So I'm gonna try not to be too impatient about that. And I'm gonna now condition the hair and go from there. All right, so the hair definitely feels way better once I add the conditioner because it just makes it so much softer and smoother and easier to comb through. So I am now gonna do that. I was trying to be cute and have it be on this black cat towel, but it keeps getting snagged on the towel, so I'm gonna switch to a different one. I think the conditioner is definitely helping with going through more smoothly, not getting snagged as much on knots. They basically don't even seem to be there anymore. So yeah, there's not much more combing I really need to do. The hair already looks great. The next challenge is just gonna be putting it back in that ponytail. Now the question is, do I do that now while it's wet or when it's dry? I think I should do it now because then it'll be set in the position I want and dry in that position. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna take this elastic out of the braids. And they did get a little wet as well, but that's all right. I'm gonna take out this earring so that as I'm doing the hairstyle, it does not get snagged in there. I wonder, are these wide enough that I can brush the hair even with these in there? I'm just scared I'll ruin the braids, so I think I shouldn't. But yeah, the braids seem to be rooted in a circle just around the hairline, except in the front, some of them seem to be just behind the hairline, which is interesting. Are these ones like stuck together? Huh. Oh, there we go. Okay. That was weird. I'm just making sure everything's gonna be in like an okay position for when I put it back in the ponytail. This braid is bothering me. It's very frayed and messed up. Like, do I cut this one off? I don't know. Okay, I wanna really make sure it's separated and not like too frizzy around the ears. That is one challenge that most dolls don't have, is making sure the hair goes around the cat ears neatly. And the braids are pretty frayed right here too. That's really bothering me. Just, I guess the solution is to try to hide them under other hair. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is put it in the ponytail and then maybe I'll redo it again, but I just wanna see how it looks first. Okay, so it's in a ponytail now. That's something. But see what I mean about the hair getting loose around the ear? Like, it's the same issue I was having before. I don't know how to fix that. I am kind of really thinking I want to cut off the ones that are super frayed, but I also don't want to like ruin it. I'm scared. I don't know. I think the best way for me to figure out how to separate everything is to like put her upside down, see how the hair falls naturally. And even though I want to use the brush, I'm just using my hands to kind of comb through it because I don't want to fray the braids anymore. And then put her right side up, and that's how the hair's fallen. So that's how I'm gonna have it be. I'm gonna pull it really tight, kind of position it better. Okay, this pink strand I think I do want to move over though. So never mind about how it falls naturally, because that just looks like it should be on the other side. All right, I think that looks better. Okay, maybe I made the wrong call with this side. The ears are just stressing me out. Okay. Thank God, it looks fine. So now it looks okay on the ears. I mean, this is still kind of going upwards, but it looks better than before, I think. Am I just lying to myself to make myself feel better? I don't know. I know here's a stray hair. Okay, I just have to accept it's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. Another part that's stressing me out is how frayed the braids are, especially this one and this part on the side. I also want the braids to be kind of like spread out evenly, but I don't know if I'm advanced or patient enough to make this look super polished. It's just a ponytail. It's not that serious, but like, I don't know. I do really appreciate how the braids on this side are behind the hairline because I think it adds some dimension, variety, whatever fancy term I want to use to sound like I know what I'm talking about, to the front of the hair because it's not symmetrical. So it adds, I guess that's the side part lover in me that likes an asymmetrical hairline, but I don't know. I think it's cute, but I don't want to mess with it too much because then it's going to all get loose. So I think what I'll just try and do is hide this one kind of in the ponytail. So let's see if I can do that. I'm also like not sure if this ponytail is actually in the middle, which is annoying me, but it's also fine because I'm gonna pose the ponytail to come around this side anyway. So even if I got it in the middle, me posing it that way would probably shift it over anyway, so it's fine. Now for this side, I'm a little more unsure how to hide it. Let me see if I can kind of maneuver it somehow. No, I think I'm just making it worse. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's sticking out and it's annoying me. I mean, like, do I trim it? I don't know. You know, what I might do, because these parts shifting around is gonna keep bothering me as well, is I might just add some curl cream to kind of like set it in place, and maybe that'll help. I don't know. You can try that. This might be a horrible idea. I don't know. But this can also be kind of a test for future dolls I'm going to be doing that have more textured hair to see if using this will help. Obviously, it's not going to react to plastic hair the same way it does to human hair, but maybe kind of adding this in will kind of like secure it down, or it will just not do anything. Great, just making her look oily. I don't know what to do, y'all. Well, I tried something and it didn't work. Sometimes that happens. I guess curl cream doesn't really make sense. Like, I should be using like actual gel or something. I mean, just using water is probably helpful in some way because it will help like kind of set the hair where I want it to stay. I wish I had one of those tools that's like just a single prong of a metal comb, so I could be going in here and moving strands around more precisely, but I also don't want to like loosen them from the ponytail. I don't know, maybe I'll just use scissors to kind of trim off the frizz on the sides. Okay, let's see. I'm scared to try this, but let's see. I also need smaller scissors. I don't even know if these will get close enough to trim off just that tiny little thing. Like, am I being too particular? Did I get it? I think so. Still don't like how that product is looking on her. I'm gonna spray more water to see if I can kind of rinse it out. Anyway, she's been through it in this makeover, so I'm gonna let her rest. I think it's basically as good as I'm gonna get it, and the problem that was annoying me from the beginning, which was this hair looking a little bit loose around the ear, is still there. So, was this all for nothing? I don't know. I don't think so, because at least I was able to wash, condition, and comb the hair, so now at least the ponytail itself will be more put together, but I think it's fine. It's not bad. I'm just being very particular about it. But let's give her a break while I work on the shoes. Okay, so I just got these acrylic paint pens and I'm just gonna use the silver one. And I don't know how it looks. I've never tried it before, so let's see. I know for sure that I want to paint the chains on the shoes. Also, I feel like even in this lighting, I can't really see. Let me like open my curtains, see if that lets in a little more natural light. I don't know. I feel like that didn't make much of a difference, but anyway, I'm gonna see how this goes. I'm scared. Is this even like active? Do I need to, oh, I'm gonna get a piece of paper to be like a testing thing. Okay, let's see. Like, do you have to shake it? Do you just do this? Like, how does this work? Oh yeah, I think you have to shake it. Oh gosh. Oh, it's doing something. Okay, that's pretty shiny. I hope it's not too thin of a paint. I hope it'll actually cover up the pink. Here goes nothing. Oh gosh, see it there? I already messed up. Does it come off? Oh no. Okay, it did, I think. It's not going on as dark as I was hoping. It's just kind of like, I mean, you can see it in the camera. Yeah, okay. I just wish it was more like thick paint rather than like a watercolor, because it just seems like I'm rubbing silver water over it. See? I don't know. How do people do this? I should watch more tutorials. This is like really messy. See, it's like getting on the side, but I don't want it in that corner. I want it to be like actually on the side. So it's not just silver on the top and pink on the sides of the chains. It's like, this is super frustrating. And I also have to leave my apartment in a few minutes, so this is not getting done in one session at all. I'm gonna have to watch more videos of how people do this and figure it out, because I do not want to ruin these boots. They're so cute. So I think I'm just gonna pause now, because I can tell if I keep trying this right now, I'm just gonna get more and more frustrated. So this has been a challenge so far, but that's how you learn things. So I guess we'll be back when I have a next update on this doll. Okay, so it is several days later. I ordered some new markers to try instead. These were ones that were recommended by xCanadensis, so I'll link the video in the description where she recommended these. And she does like a demonstration of them and everything. It was shipped just like this. So this shipping sticker with the address was on here. I just tried to rip it off, so that's why it looks like that. But I'm gonna give these a try and see how they are. Hopefully they work better than the other ones I was using. But first I'm gonna use 100% acetone, which apparently it's important that it's 100% to remove the paint that I already put on here. And then I'm gonna go from there. So I haven't used this kind of acetone bottle before. Like, I need to, how does it work? Oh gosh, okay, and it's getting everywhere. How does this work? Okay, yeah, I think you push it down. Wait, I'm so confused. Open. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, there it goes, okay. So now this is, okay, yeah. Oh, it might even be taking some of the pink off. See, this stuff is apparently pretty strong. I mean, it's fine if there's a little bit left, but I want to at least try to get it off. Oh yeah, it's even removing the paint that came on it before. Yeah, it's hard to be precise with a cotton ball. Oh, this is a learning experience for me. Y'all are seeing me make mistakes, and wow, this is interesting. It's like literally taking the color of the plastic off. Okay, I think that's enough. There's still some silver on there, but I'm just gonna be drawing over it anyway. It's feeling like sticky. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm melting the plastic or something. So, oh God, okay, this is, yeah. How do I lock it again? Okay, there we go, got it. I'm gonna now rinse off this and my hands, wash them to get that nail polish remover smell off and the residue off of the boot. And I will be right back. All right, we are back, and I'm gonna open up these markers. I really hope these ones work. Oh, and let's look at the instructions. Before first use, place tip of marker vertically and depress tip slightly to release pressure. Shake well with cap on. Press tip down on a hard surface to push it in slightly for a few seconds until it fills with ink. Recap tightly after each use and store horizontally. Okay. Ooh, lots of colors. Fun. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so there's this one and this one. Now, it does seem like one of these is matte and one is shiny, which is nice. I was just expecting one or the other. I didn't really look too closely at the colors that would come in it, but I was saying, like, I was thinking of going over the matte silver with a shiny silver, so this is nice. Okay, so before first use, vertically. Ooh, that's much thinner than the ones I was using before. Okay, I'm gonna try to show this so you can see. So it said to relieve the pressure. Ow, that was kind of sharp. Okay, and then shake well with cap on. Ooh, there's like a thing in there. Okay, and then push it down until it fills with ink. Oh, there it goes. Cool. Okay. Ooh. Much better. Okay. Moment of truth. Let's see it on the actual accessory. Oh, yes. That is so much better than before. Yes. Okay. Now I might time lapse this because I'm not going to talk. I'm going to really focus on not making mistakes because I do not want to deal with that nail polish remover anymore. Okay, I spoke too soon because it's already getting everywhere, so I might have to go in after this dries or something and remove my mistakes. But I think it's like it's like a paintbrush where it'll splatter outside of the lines a little bit, so I just have to be slow and careful. I'm also trying to decide if it's worth trying to get like the sides of it I feel like maybe not. I mean, even though this is pretty thin and precise, I'm worried I'm just gonna do more of these mistakes all over the side of the boot. Plus, the way the original paint is on there, it's like just on the surface, not on the sides. And like, when you're looking at the doll, you're not looking at it like that anyway, super up close and at that angle. So I think, yeah, I'm just gonna keep it on the surface. But already this is looking so good. Okay, so I've been doing this for like an hour and a half. Wow. I am so far very happy with the result. At first I was just gonna do the silver, but then I was feeling like it was missing something, and I felt like adding black to the belt portions of the boots just would make sense, and I'm really glad I did it. It looks really good. I really like the heart shattered mirror on the bottom of the shoe. I think that's a really nice detail, and you can definitely see it better now. I did have to go over this bottom of the shoe part with a second layer or coat of the paint from the pen, but I think I might have to do that again on the belt part with the black because, well, I was doing like a dot in the middle to try to have it not be pink in the middle of each of the silver rings. But as I was doing that, oftentimes it covered up the silver. And then as I was doing it, it's kind of maybe hard to tell, but it was looking a little patchy in a few spots. So I think I'm just going to end up doing a complete second coat of the black over the belt portions and not worry about covering up the rings, especially because like when I was first doing the black coat, I was being careful around the edges, and so that meant even more sections maybe I didn't get. So I'm just gonna completely cover it with a second coat of black, and then I'm gonna go on top of it with silver, which I ended up doing on the end of the belt here. It just goes over perfectly. So these are really nice markers. I'm really happy with them. Obviously this was quite messy, and I got mistakes in a couple different places. I'm gonna really try not to be too much of a perfectionist about getting every little mishap gone, because I know like when I try to remove this, it's gonna start smearing this, and like I might have to buy some Q-tips or something to get more precise than the cotton ball, because that's just gonna completely strip away all this paint in this section. Then I'm gonna have to redo it, possibly make another mistake, and then it's just gonna go back and forth and just keep looking worse and worse. And I'd rather have like a couple spots that you can't really see unless you look up close than to have it be perfect, because it will never be perfect. So yeah, but since I've been working on this so long, and let's see what time it is. 2:06 a.m. I am gonna at least pause for now. Maybe if I'm still wide awake after I eat some food, I'll resume this, but this has been taking a long time, so I'm gonna pause, and then when I come back, I'm gonna finish touching up the paint on these, and then we will move on to the next step, which I'm not sure what that is. Actually, now that I'm looking over here, I think I will also want to paint over on her accessories. Turn this one completely shiny instead of a matte silver. But anyway, that is my progress so far. Okay, it's the next day, and the lighting is a lot better now because I was able to open my curtains and let the natural daylight in. And I'm just gonna try and put some more final touches, I guess, on these. I don't really want to leave my house today to buy Q-tips to fix my mistakes, so I guess maybe I'll see if I can do it another way, or maybe I'll just leave it for now and fix it in like a part 2 to this video someday. Eventually I do want to make a series of like restoration updates, because in this series I'm doing right now of restoration explorations, it is showing me doing an initial restoration / customization of the doll, but I'm not going to get everything how I want it to be on the first try, so I do want to make a series where I do like a part 2 to some of my restorations. But anyway, let's get into fixing these a little bit more. Okay, so for now I am done doing that. There's obviously a lot of smudges on these that I need to fix eventually. I am worried about that. Also, I just did an extra coat on the bottom and I feel like it's too thick now, so I might end up redoing that because I really want to be able to see the cracked mirror detail on the bottom. But anyway, I'm gonna pause these for now and start painting the accessories. Okay, so I'm really happy with how this has turned out. I'm kind of wondering if I should try to color over the pink with a pink that matches better with the rest of the pink on her, but I'm gonna see how it looks on her first. And I like how this turned out. It barely looks different, but now it's shiny instead of matte, so I'm excited about that. And I'm gonna go over it with some nail polish top coat, because just in case, I don't want this to smear and transfer onto her neck, so I'm gonna go over it with this. Okay, so I'm really happy with how all of this has turned out, but I've been working on this once again for an hour and a half. So I'm gonna take a break and just step away from this project for a little bit, but I'll be back in a second for you to whatever I decide to do next. Okay, I've been editing this video and I'm just popping in here to show you how frustrating iMovie is being for me. I've always used iMovie for my videos. I've been using it for many, many years, even not for videos that are currently up on my channels across multiple things. But I feel like lately it's been getting extra slow. And it's very frustrating because it takes forever. Like, look, even just me moving this, it doesn't want to do it. So let's say I want to cut it here. Command B. That's how long that takes. And then let's say I want to cut out this little space. Look at how laggy that is. And that's a short example. And I know it doesn't maybe seem that long, but like when you're editing a video that's like really long, and every little cut, which I do a lot because I want to cut out any empty space or breaths or anytime I say it takes so long. And oftentimes I have to like hit projects and go back and then click on the project again and come back, and then it will be fine for like 2 seconds and I'll make a cut or two and then it'll start lagging again. So just for some perspective, it's like 2:10 a.m. and I just want to finish editing out those spaces in this 10-minute clip, which isn't even really 10 minutes because most of it is a time lapse, but this is the part of the video where I talk about like wanting to, hi Lucky, redo the bottoms of the heart cracked mirror detail before I then go on to doing the accessories. But this is just to document for myself looking back, because hopefully someday I'll either have a new computer that's faster or maybe be using something other than iMovie that's faster. This has just been very, very frustrating, and if anyone has advice for how to avoid this, please let me know. I've tried clearing storage off of my computer, and that hasn't helped, so I don't really know what to do from here. Hi, Lucky. You want to help me edit? You're so cute. Oh my gosh. I love you. Yeah, I love you. Oh, look at that face. Oh, baby. Thank you for the kisses, my love. You're so cute. Okay, before I get back into the video, I'm going to show another thing. Let's say I want to change the speed of a clip. So I select it. Yeah. And then I change to, if it'll load, custom. And then I want to change the speed, right? Let's type it in. Oh, nope, it won't let me. Select it again. Nope, won't let me. Again. Won't let me. 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 This is more times than usual, too. Still won't let me. Oh my god. Can I just change the speed of this clip, please? And there's a lot of time-lapse clips in this video. Why won't it just let me change this? Oh, there it goes. And then it works. Like, why does it take that many times just to change the speed? Anyway, let's wrap this up. Okay, update. It's almost 8 a.m. I've been awake all night. trying to upload this video, and every time I try to upload it, it gets stuck at 9 minutes left. I've force quit and restarted iMovie more times than I can remember. Like, I've lost count. And I've deleted a ton of things off of my computer, moved a ton of things onto a hard drive off of my computer, restarted my computer multiple times, and it still does not want to upload this video. So I'm gonna finally go to sleep, because I need sleep. Also, I realized I forgot about Catty's earring, so that's just adding to what I'll have to do in part 2 of this video eventually, if I'm even ever able to get part 1 up. So if you're seeing this, that means I finally was able to get it up, but who knows how much longer after Tuesday, March 24th, I'll finally have this uploaded. Thank you for watching this long video, and I think I'm gonna put this clip before my final thoughts, so here you go, my final thoughts. Just kidding, because now it's almost 11 p.m. and I saw a tutorial while I was at work earlier of one way to fix this issue of not downloading is to detach the audio from the sped up clips and then delete it. So I'm gonna try that. I'll link the tutorial below if that ends up working. I don't know if this will download and post in time to be tonight, because it might not finish till after midnight, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm just showing you a behind the scenes look at this editing process. If you find that interesting, let me know in the comments. I probably won't include this type of stuff most of the time, but this was particularly frustrating, so I just wanted to give this perspective so you can see what's going on with this process. But moving on. Okay, once again, here we are, and it's about 2:30 in the morning, and I am ready to end this video. Even though it's been very enjoyable, it has also been very frustrating. There's a lot that I still want to do to improve this doll, but I am gonna just put her back in her clothes and explain to you what my thoughts are. Okay, I'm literally just trying to bend her arm, and I'm afraid I'm gonna break the peg. Like, why is it not bending? Hold on. Doesn't this come out? Let me see if I can. Oh God, am I gonna break it? Did these come apart? Oh no, okay. Oh, there we go. But do you see what I mean? Like, her joint is literally looking like it's about to snap. Why is this happening? Okay, wait, I had to start over the clip because the stupid zoom thing on this. Literally, I'm just trying to bend her arm, and look. There's so much stress on the joint that it looks like it's about to snap. It's so annoying. Like, I can't even, like, oh my God, this is stressing me out. Is her arm about to break? Oh my God. I feel like I need to run it under some really hot water real quick so that it's, like, more pliable. Okay, I just tried running my water and it was not getting hot for some reason, and I do not have the patience right now. But look, like, this joint on this side is fine. Like, it's kind of stiff and it kind of clicks into place, but at least it moves. This one, it like, I'm just gonna have to be really careful. Oh my God, please don't break. Are these replaceable? Like, if it breaks, am I gonna have to get a whole new doll of her or what? I'm stressed. Okay, oh, there, it just like went in more. Maybe that'll help. Okay. I guess it was just, oh my God, wait, what? Okay. This is stressing me out. I'm just gonna keep putting on her clothes. It seems fine now, but that was really scaring me. Like, if anyone has advice for how to avoid that happening, let me know. And please tell me if it does break, will I be able to fix it or replace the arm? Okay, here she is. She's gorgeous. I love how I customized her accessories. It does kind of bother me that the pink of the shoes and the belt do not match the pink of her hair. I feel like the skirt is kind of between the shade of the hair and the shoes, and then the bow is pretty close to the shade of the hair actually, and the belt is just like completely different from all of them. I don't know if they need to all be the exact same shade because variation in a monochromatic look, I guess, I don't know if that'd be considered monochromatic, but variation can make things look more interesting and dimensional rather than like flat, but it still bugs me that they're not the exact same shade. But anyway, she's a gorgeous doll, don't get me wrong, she's gorgeous, and as I was editing all of the video before now, I kept admiring how gorgeous her hair is and her face. Like, let's just take a close-up look at some of her details. Like, look at that face. I love the star detail. The star detail is so pretty. The sparkle in her eye. Her edges are gorgeous. Her lips. Like, are you kidding me? Sorry, this focus feature on my phone is annoying me. But, like, she's gorgeous. I love the foil on the dress. And the design of the belt and the boots are so cute. Now, I do wish the paint pens had thinner tips. Maybe there are thinner versions of them, but they kept kind of leaking and going outside the lines. So if I could go back, which maybe I will eventually, I'll redo the silver rings. I definitely need to remove the smudges. And the other things on my list of things to improve about her in maybe a part 2 include redoing her ponytail so it is centered, because this is still bothering me. Figuring out what to do with this frayed braid. Maybe next time I'll also boil wash the hair, because I did not do that this time, because I really want to make sure the parts around the ears, I mean, they look fine, but like, I want to make sure I'm able to kind of move things around and not have them have to stay in the place they are, because if I try to move them, they're like crimped to the shape they came in the box. Like, I want it to all be like a fresh canvas where I can move things here and there around wherever I want it to be. And yeah, I mean, I love the hair. It is gorgeous. The saran, it feels great. It looks great. Like, I love the color and the blend of the two different kinds. Like, it's just so pretty. But another thing I'd want to improve is this bow thing. I either want to replace this piece because it broke, or I want to replace it not with this, but like my own version of it. Like, I want to make one that's the same material and or color of this piece of the dress. But that would be a huge project for me because I have never really done something like that before. So that is very intimidating. Also, I forgot to take out the tea ties that were still in her head. You can't even really see them. I can feel it with my thumb here though. But it's not a huge deal, but that's another thing I would do if I can go back. So yeah, different details about the shoes, the hair, and the outfit. So basically everything I worked on in this video, I'd want to give another shot. But anyway, I'm satisfied for now. Oh yeah, another thing I'd want to do is replace these straps with fabric. So all of these things would take a long time, and between going to the store to buy like Q-tips or some type of tool to precisely remove the paint smudges from the boots, to doing the boil wash, to sewing doll clothes, like all of these things would take me hours upon hours upon hours, not to mention how long it would take me to edit. So I don't want to say I'm getting sick of making this video because I have enjoyed it, but like you saw, 2 of my clips that end up being like very short because they're on 40 times speed were an hour and a half of working on these. So it's like 2:45 a.m. now, and I want to put this video out tomorrow. So it's just gonna have to do. She's gorgeous no matter what. I love her so much. Oh my God, look at that face. She's amazing. So Catty, I love you. I'm sorry I've been saying so many critical things in this video, but it's mostly been critical towards myself because I'm a beginner, so I should actually be less hard on myself. But it's the type of thing, like when you try something new and you want to be good at it the first time, but you're not, like it's so frustrating because you can picture in your mind how you want the things to look, but they just aren't doing it because you haven't built the skill yet. Like that's how I feel. So I just need to do a lot more learning, and please, if you have any advice, let me know in the comments. But let's get a few glamour shots of her, and then the before and after, and then my final thoughts. Okay, 2 more quick things. I think another thing I would do is trim the stray hairs that are like a little bit too long at the bottom here. I mean, you can barely even see them, but they're there. And then the other thing, which I can't change, this is just something I've noticed as I've tried posing her for the camera, is I feel like her head tilt doesn't go down really. Like she just kind of wants to stay looking straight forward. I mean, she can definitely lean it back, but it's hard to lean her head forward to kind of like look more at the camera. But anyway. So there you have it. This is my Catty Noir restoration explorations video. I hope you enjoyed watching me struggle through this experience as I learn and grow in the field of doll restorations. I really enjoy being a doll collector, and having this goal of mine of working on restoring all the dolls that I already have before I buy myself new dolls has really forced me to give my dolls love and care and really appreciate the details that they have. So I'm really enjoying this journey. Even though there are hard moments, it's still a fun hobby to me and a nice escape from all the horrible things happening in the world. But that doesn't mean we should be ignoring what's happening, so just to make it clear, abolish and prosecute ICE and free Palestine, and no war, please. Oh my God. But anyway, I love Catty Noir. I love you. I hope you're doing all right. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you, more like you will see me, next week. Love you lots.